Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fall River Media News. The weather today here in Massachusetts is very cold out. It's in the 20s, and it's like 15 degrees out here today. So, um, the war in Venezuela continues. The U.S. continues uh, to bring Black Hawk helicopters into Venezuela and into Venezuela. So here's my take on that. Okay, I was just watching Instagram, TikTok, and everything, and my take on that is that in a way, in a way, I'm glad. Okay, I am glad that the president of Venezuela was arrested.
So I'm glad. Okay, I am glad in a way, and so is the people of Venezuela too. They are glad. They're happy too because for so long they've been under a dictatorship over there. Okay, the cartels with their drugs. Okay, coming in. Uh, the people of Venezuela had very little limited, you know, uh, usage of their Wi-Fi and electric over there. Mm, sounds familiar. So, but I'm glad. Okay, I am glad that you know he got arrested. Okay, I'm glad. It's about time. It to me, it was a long overdue. That president of Venezuela, he's been wanted for a very long time. Okay, very long time. So now, uh, for what I understand, I'm going to talk a little bit about what President Trump said. Whether you agree with me or not, that's totally up to you. Everybody's got an opinion. I listen to everybody, but I'm only going to say this one time because I do not like to talk about federal, uh, nationwide politics. Only where I live. But I'm going to say it once that Trump said this out of his own words that he's going to take care of the people in Venezuela, okay, for now until they find a president that's going to be loyal to the people of Venezuela. This is what he said, and this is his own words that he's going to take care of the people of Venezuela. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. He's going to take care of the people of Venezuela until they find a reasonable president that's going to be for the people in Venezuela, which is, I do agree with that. I mean, that's a good approach. That is. That's a good approach. So, with that being said, so again, the war continues over there. You got Russia involved now. You got China involved. I mean, damn. I mean, Russia and China, they should bow out and they should not get involved. What's going on over there? Okay, they shouldn't. So they actually should. Believe it or not, they actually should. Okay, so they should just bow out because China and Russia likes to stick their nose into everything. Okay, so and that's how that is. So yeah, anybody. Well, I mean, look at you know what I'm saying. Look at the president of Venezuela is a dictator, but so is China. The president of China is also a dictator too, and so is Putin. Putin's a dictator too. So I mean, one dictator is gonna one dictator is gonna stick up for the other dictator. So that's how that goes. Yeah, yeah. I told you. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, it's pretty sad. You know how these things are going. You know. So, well, anyways, I want to talk a little bit about my where I live. Mayor Paul Coogan, market rate housing again. I think Mayor Paul Coogan should be arrested too. I think he should be prosecuted. Okay, because I mean, look what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, Moore Healy. I think also she should be prosecuted too. Basically, because look at. I mean, why ain't why ain't the FBI looking into these things? Okay, looking into government. Why? I mean, we always ask this question every single day. Why ain't the FBI looking into all this stuff? Okay, okay, looking into this. Look at this now again with the 2.5 override that they want. You know, and taxes. Well, the water fees are gonna go up. Okay, so the water fees are gonna go up. Property taxes are going to go up here in Massachusetts. Okay, rents are going to go up again. Okay, so Moy Healy with the electric bill. Okay, raising it sky high. Okay, where people won't be able to afford it. Okay, and Michelle Wu, another one. Okay, she's also a dictator too. She should be arrested too, as well as with Governor Moore Healy. They should both all these people that do a lot of corruption in politics. They should be arrested and they should be brought on trial. That's what they should do. They should be arrested. Okay, they should be. Okay, and I don't know why the FBI is not looking into any of this stuff. I don't know why the U.S. prosecutor the federal prosecutor is not looking into this, okay, either, because this is obnoxious, all right. This is absurd, okay, and and I like to talk about it, you know what I'm saying, but why? I mean, why? I mean, why ain't Mayor Paul Coogan being looked into this? Why? How come? Why is he not? You know what I'm saying? Being looked into by the federal prosecutor or the state prosecutor. Why? You know, because everyone has a hand into a hand into this stuff. Okay, and you know something? Let me tell you this: this is not right. Okay, this is not right for the people the people of Massachusetts. Okay, it's not right. Okay, this is a state that you know we're low income around here. Okay, people cannot afford. Okay, we cannot afford high rents. We cannot afford this stuff. Okay, people that work part time cannot afford this stuff. All right. So, what do we do about it? It's up to the people. It's up to the people to stop making complaints. Okay, stop making complaints. Call the FBI. Tell them why ain't you guys ain't investigating the mayor's office? Why ain't you guys ain't investigating Governor Healy's office? Why ain't you guys investigating Michelle Wu? Why ain't the why ain't the state prosecutor investigating? Why? Why ain't they investigating? They should. They should be. because the Mayor Paul Coogan is corrupt. Okay, Michelle Wu is corrupt, and so is Governor Moore Healey. And I don't see why the state or federal prosecutor ain't investigating this corruption that's going on. So I don't know why. I just don't get it. I don't know why. I mean, look at the roads are same way as they were before. Back in 2025, uh, they got holes in the ground over here. You know what I'm saying? So roads are all messed up over here in the Flint area. I mean, look at it. You know what I'm saying? This is atrocious, man. I'm telling you, it's atrocious. And I don't know why the state prosecutor or the federal prosecutor ain't looking into corruption, ain't looking into this. I don't know why. I don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Why? Because they are, because uh, they're either a mayor or a governor, of Massachusetts. I mean, why? Why ain't the feds and federal or state prosecutor looking into this stuff? They should be looking into this corruption. They should be. They should be going through all the paperwork, okay, finding out where the money's going, how come things are not being audited. Michael Rodriguez says that, oh, you cannot audit. No, you can. You can. And but they choose not to. So they choose to override it and they choose not to. So because they want to keep control, of the taxpayers' money, which is not fair to the people of Massachusetts, that's not fair. Okay, it's not fair to the people. Okay, so I don't know why again that the FBI or the state prosecutor ain't looking into corruption. Why? Because they why? Because why? Because Michael Rodriguez is a Senate and and state representatives or lawmakers. Is that why that they don't want to look into this stuff? They need to investigate. I demand that the state or the federal prosecutor looks into these corruptions in Massachusetts between the state representatives and the senates of Massachusetts, state senators in Massachusetts. I urge that to happen. Okay, because we want that audit. That audit passed at 72%, and something, and gonna get we are not going to get left out because we, the people of Massachusetts, we will fight for that audit, and we will continue on fighting for that audit until that audit is in place. Okay, we will fight for it, and I will continue on fighting for Massachusetts anyway. So, because this is where I live, and I love the people of Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? So, I intend to talk about more of Massachusetts and the place where I live. So, I hope Michael Canuel, the one that got elected, I hope that he rules against Coogan. Rules against Coogan. Whether rules against. I hope he's not going to be. I hope he's not going to be Coogan's puppet. So I hope he's not. You know what I'm saying? Because people we're just kind of like tired of this nonsense. Okay, we're tired of all this nonsense that's basically going on. In Massachusetts. So I urge the federal or state prosecutor and or the FBI to investigate these corruptions all around, from state to local, from state to their local officials, because this is nonsense. Okay, this is like totally nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean that's my opinion. You know, that that's my opinion. If the state prosecutor um, looks into all this corruption down in the city hall down in the city hall here in Fall River, then Michelle Wu, then Governor Moore Healy too. So I hope it happens. I hope the 2026 it happens. They go through all their paperwork, files, and everything. I hope so. Okay, and you know something? I pray. I do pray that it does happen. Okay, okay. I do pray that it does happen. Okay, that uh, the FBI or the state or federal prosecutor goes through the state and local officials' office, go through their computers, confiscate their computers, okay, confiscate their computers, okay, and asking why, how come, and asking why, how come the audit, uh, start asking questions, and start asking Michael Rogers questions too. How come the audit is not in place? How come? Why? Why is that a problem for Massachusetts? Why is it a problem? What are you guys really hiding? What is Mayor Paul Coogan hiding? What is Michael Rogers hiding? What is Governor Healy hiding? We already know what she's hiding. So, federal, state prosecutor, or FBI should be looking into all this stuff. Okay, start confiscating computers and everything because this is ridiculous. You got Governor Moore Healy still supporting the illegals, the illegal aliens. I don't care. Okay, so, but anyways, have a good night. I'll see you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Dave Meatball Medios. Take care.